you join me now in a 2026 Jaguar F-Pace R-Dynamic with the 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, what is the base model of a pretty sparse lineup of cars from Jaguar currently. My thoughts so far on the car are that it is rather unextraordinary and nondescript, actually, and I think that's kind of where the issues with the brand lie. When Jaguar is at its best, it's really embodying classic British design, and you feel that with everything you look at in the car, from the inside to the outside, from the driving experience. A lot like Tristan's XJ that we looked at a year or two ago. This car, as it turns off, without me asking it to, it feels a lot like kind of any other car, actually. It does not feel, if you were to come in this car and cover up the emblem on the steering wheel, I don't think, unless you really knew your cars, you would know that it was a Jaguar. My point being, that doesn't really mean much at this point in time. And with the trajectory of the brand and where they're taking it with the Type 01 electric 4-door GT, as they term it, they are clearly trying to take the brand in a different direction because what is currently on offer is not working for them. And what I would say is, sure that the brand needs to go in a different direction, but why does the brand need to go in that direction? Jaguar is not a futuristic brand, and it doesn't have to be. It would be like the Yankees coming out with neon blue jerseys and a new logo and with crazy fonts. That's not the identity of the brand. Some brands don't need to be cutting edge and futuristic, and I think that's where Jaguar, that's kind of the identity of Jaguar. We don't want it to be a futuristic brand with a new streamlined logo. We want Jaguar to be what it should be and what it has been, which is a traditional British brand with beautiful design. And this right here is what you want from a paddle shifter, right? Listen to this. You should be able to play low rider on the paddle shifter. Okay, that's good. But sitting in this and driving this car, you see where they felt like they needed to make a change. Because although this is a fine car, I don't see why anybody would spend the money on this type of car. That it's not that you can't get any of this somewhere else at a cheaper price. Now the back is really quite dreary, to be honest. You couldn't tell this apart from a Ford Edge, in my opinion. This is completely plastic, this whole thing. No heated seats, no HVAC controls. The legroom is not great. I mean, this is relatively my seating position, which actually there's a fair amount of legroom here. Aside from that, it's pretty barren. This is not nice for a $60,000 car, which is a shame. The seats themselves aren't super uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to sit back here for more than maybe 2 hours, though. Not that I dislike this car. I think this has always been a pretty good looking car. It serves its purpose in the Jaguar lineup, but what it is it just is a Jaguar SUV. There's nothing that makes it stand out apart from that. This particular model, at least. You know, if you look at the SVR, that's a completely different story. Here's something I'm quite fond of on this vehicle, which I think is a great feature. You have these dials here, very intuitive. All you need to do, change the temperature, do this, change the fan speed, you give it a pull, and you can do that. Very powerful. And then if you push it, you can access the heated and cool seats if you have cooled seats, which this one does not. If you look at other vehicles in this class, maybe the BMW X3, a Mercedes GLC, turned off again, a Porsche Macan, I don't know how many, if we put a poll out, how many people would say they would like to have this. Let me know what you think about this car and just the state of Jaguar in general in the comments, if you will. It'd be nice to see other people's opinions, and thank you for watching, and take care.